culminates in celebrations that begin on the 15th of the lunar cycle, which falls between October 14th to October 16th. The observance usually begins in the middle of September, actually, which basically different families hosting services in the temple. Actually, I was here for the last couple of weeks, and monks, Buddhist monks, chanting religious sutras all night. This is basically a great time, especially in Cambodia, where we get to eat all sorts of delicious Khmer songs. And so these are the days that us Buddhists pay respects to our deceased relatives up to 7 generations. Now this concept has been adopted in the Western world in a book called Divine Comedy, which explains the 7 levels of hell. According to our Buddhist religion, we believe that all living creatures are reincarnated after death. However, due to the law of cause and effect, governed by the law of karma, basically endless sufferings, not all living creatures are reincarnated after death. Now the reason is the following. Because we did not conduct ourselves appropriately to the Eightfold Noble Path and the Fourfold Noble Truth in the Buddhist scripture. And these are the following. So first, right views and understanding, learning the nature of reality, the truth about life, not living in dreams or other false hopes. Second, right aspiration, making the commitment to living in such a way that our suffering can end. Third, right speech. Third, right speech, speaking the truth in a helpful and compassionate way. Fourth, right conduct, living a life consistent with our values, our Buddhist and our Cambodian values. Fifth, right means of livelihood, earning and living in a way that does not interfere or hurt others. Sixth, right endeavor, just do it and work hard and no excuses. Seventh, right mindfulness, recognizing the value of this moment, living where we are and not go off in a dreamland somewhere. 8, right meditation and concentration, that is expanding our consciousness through a form of meditation and right thinking. Now basically to sum up, if we did not perform good deeds, basically by following these 8-fold noble paths, to cleanse or to purge all our sins in this life, after we die, we will be trapped in a spiritual world. So, those who are trapped in the spiritual world are believed to endure the sufferings of the sins caused by the law of karma that was imposed on them. So once in every year, during the observance days, which is Pichoum, which is today, it is believed that the deceased who are trapped in the spirit world are allowed to leave that realm temporarily in search of their living relatives to seek help to reduce the karma and the sin that they would go back to endure in the spirit world. Now this is deep, so I would like to ask you to take a deep breath and just absorb that concept. Thus, Pichoum actually literally means gathering together and offering, just like what we have done just half an hour ago, a form of offering by giving rice. It is a time for the living relatives to remember the deceased, to help and pray the deceased to reduce the karma and offer food to them. It is also believed that Pichoum is basically the merit transference ceremony in our Buddhist religion. We believe that the physical offering in the form of food and mindful meditation can actually directly transfer from the living to the dead. Therefore, the message that this temple association would like me to convey to a younger generation here is to understand and appreciate the purpose of why we are here at this temple at the very moment, and to conduct ourselves appropriately, be mindful, and that is to listen and understand. If you don't listen, you cannot understand. That's how we miscommunicate each other. So, what we should do is to begin the meditation and remember that there either our parents, grandparents, great-grandparents, relatives, distant relatives are all part of the circle that we can pray and hope for the best for them. So there is also an interpretation that goes deeper to implicate that if we do not provide offerings to the deceased, released from the spirit world, some are believed to get angry and that they will cast curse on the living relatives. Now, however, my personal view is that Pichoum also works both ways. Basically, that the transference, the mirror transference, can actually benefit both the living and the dead. So most importantly, Pichoum is a time when we think and we take time to think and remember the good memories that we shared with the deceased. And I think that is a very good thing. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Mr. Paul. សូមអរគុណច្រើនបាទណាលោកប្រាសូមអរគុណបន្ទាប់ពីនេះខ្ញុំចង់បញ្ជាក់ថាសូមអញ្ជើញបងប្អូនមកស្អែកមកទៀតណាពេលថ្ងៃត្រង់ព្រោះជាថ្ងៃឆ្លងមកហើយឈៀតបានឈៀតមកណាខ្ញុំបង្ខំទេបាទពីណាហើយយប់នេះបងប្អូនដឹងហើយមានការណាមានភ្លេងអបតែយើងលេងដល់ម៉ោង1ព្រឹកស្មែគាត់ចង់ជម្រាបដឹងណាបន្ទាប់ពីនេះខ្ញុំសូមdia tadi kali cun onho saya dengan selama ngày tiết, xong chơi một lần tiết nanti nih, xong pergi nak dia